welcome to yet another Amberlynn Reid reaction video. It has been quite some time since my last reaction. Kind of sounds like I'm confessing something at a Catholic church. And the reason for that is because life just kind of piles up on me. I am a small business owner, and over the last few months I've had to do massive inventory prep, and I am my only salesperson, I am the manufacturer, and I am the accountant. I am also the only person that moves anything around, and I just moved my entire booth to a much larger location by myself. Boy, did I have a lot of stuff in that tiny place. Anyway, there is that, and I also am the proud mother of 16 special needs cats, a few of which are rather sick at the moment, and taking care of them is basically a full-time job too. I have to give medication at certain times. I have to make sure everybody's eating. I have to make sure everybody's getting enough to drink, and make sure they're going to the bathroom, and have a look at that too. And yeah, so Amberlynn just isn't my biggest priority, you know. She'll be there, man. She'll be there. She ain't never gonna change. Anyway, so the video I'm reacting to today is called Weight Loss Surgery, Fat Phobia, and Weigh-In Week 3. So let's just dive right into it, shall we?
Hey guys,
Hi Amber.
welcome to week 3 weigh-in.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna be honest, I was thinking about ending the weigh-ins.
Notice how she's only ever honest when it comes to quitting or giving up on something?
Because I noticed that judgment is keeping me from being as open as I used to be.
Are you sure it's judgment, or are you just not willing to face the backlash of failing a goal that you set for yourself again?
Every YouTuber gets judgment, gets hate, etc. But like, it's just insane how bad mine is over things that are...
Amber, you have no idea what anybody else in the world goes through. Your world is so small. It consists of watching people eat, watching people make fun of other people, and watching people talk about you. That is your whole world. You have no idea what people delete or what they filter out. You're not in everybody else's creator studio looking around and having a peep. You don't fucking know. All you're doing right now is gearing yourself up to chastise your audience for your own mistakes.
Very common. As a human being, I make very common mistakes.
No, Amber, you don't make very common mistakes as a human being. You just make a handful of mistakes over and over again, and you don't learn from them, and you don't change.
And it's not that I want to get away with certain mistakes.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You just want to go through life consuming and being pleasured and having your shallow little existence and never ever having backlash and just existing and collecting your check. And that's all you want.
Or like if I gain weight in a week, normal things that other people get to experience. I don't get that same experience.
Of course you don't, Amber. Normal people are not 500 pounds sitting on YouTube for 10 years claiming they want to do better, and they're trying, and they want to be thin, and they want to have a better life. Normal people don't do that. You're not normal people, Amber.
You're a person that has been manipulating their audience and playing with people's emotions for a decade to earn a paycheck. That's who you are.
I am just constantly being judged and ridiculed and belittled.
Judgment, yes, but ridiculed and belittled, no, Amber. No. Most of the people in your comments section just want to hold you accountable for the goals that you set yourself.
And it sucks, and it was preventing me from making this video.
The only thing preventing you from making this video is you. You could have made a video on any other subject, but here we are.
And that's why you guys are getting it a couple days late. I know deep down that I want to make these videos for the people who genuinely enjoy watching my journey.
What exactly is your journey, Amber? Because to me, it looks like you have been on a very, very slow journey to self-destruction for the last decade. It looks like you have been manipulating your audience for the last decade, saying, oh, I want this, I want that, I want a better life. Here you are, 500 pounds.
And not just like watching it to belittle me or to make me feel like crap about myself. So I'm going.
Sometimes you should feel like crap about yourself. Feeling like crap about yourself, facing your own flaws, having a look at your own flaws and having them pointed out helps you to grow. It helps you to change. It helps you to better yourself. And maybe you won't make the same mistakes in the future. But you don't like to hear what other people have to say about you, so you will continue to make the same mistakes.
To answer 5 weight-related, body-related, food-related topics that I've been seeing, whether it be like my Instagram or on my community posts, just where I've been seeing certain questions.
Where she's been seeing certain questions, she asked people to ask her about these things. It's not arbitrary. It's not random. She asked for these questions.
In that realm, and then we will get to how my week went. So the first question is, how much have you saved for weight loss surgery? So I think
probably nothing.
I think I'm going to keep that private, and the only reason why I'm bringing that up right now is because I do have weight loss surgery update. I decided to eat,
but not really. And sorry for the hack job on this, but she rambles and repeats herself and I couldn't take it. So I just hacked it down to basically get the idea.
Email them. When I emailed them, they responded with, oh, I actually have your packet right here. And they started talking about insurance. And so I ended up calling, and then we talked about insurance a little bit. And then I ended up having to call my insurance. Long story short, we're still stuck at the spot where it's like, my insurance or no insurance in Kentucky no longer covers weight loss surgery.
She's either outright knowingly lying here, or she is incredibly misinformed, because from what I read, it is only Medicaid, Medicare, and policies through the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare that do not cover weight loss surgery. Private insurers and insurers that are obtained through an employer, they have the option to cover weight loss surgery, and quite a few of the private expensive ones do cover weight loss surgery in Kentucky. It literally only took me about half an hour to find this information out and, realize that Amber is spreading misinformation here. So anyway, let's let her continue.
Yeah, it's just reconfirmation on that regard. So she said, okay, so after you call your insurance company and you get an answer, call me back. So
Oh yeah, and I want you all to take a moment to consider the fact that Amber is probably on insurance meant for lower income people. She makes $250,000 and she's on insurance meant for lower income people.
Actually tried calling back 3 times and there has been no answer, which I also decided to just give her another email, and I said, you know, my insurance doesn't cover, so I will be self-pay. So what is the next step? So that has all happened within the last 2 days. So now I'm just waiting for a call back or an email back.
They're not going to want to do this for you, Amber, because you don't actually make a steady income when that doctor or the person handling the payments hears that you're a YouTuber and your income is dependent upon views. They're not going to want to accept that liability. Just so you know.
Next question is, would you go back on Ozempic now that you don't care about rapid
Here comes the big excuse.
weight loss? Honestly, no, because there is a massive Ozempic shortage, and people with diabetes who has been taking Ozempic for a while aren't able to get the medicine.
She's saying this, but it has been pointed out by several people that she has a few boxes of Ozempic in her refrigerator stockpiled. So regardless of the shortage, Amber has Ozempic in her possession. She could take it, and even if it's only a month or two worth of the medication, she could have a serious jump on her weight loss and achieve her goals quite a lot faster than what she previously wanted to. And while she is on that medication, she could relearn how to feed herself.
Because it's now like a new fad thing. I've heard that celebrities who are already thin is taking Ozempic.
Here she goes on her moral high ground.
Why? That's really weird.
It's not really weird, Amber. They're celebrities. They're really weird people. They do weird things. They have to maintain their look for parts and things like that. So yeah, rapid weight loss is a thing when you're a celebrity.
So I would not take Ozempic just because of the shortage. If the shortage was stopped, then we can re-talk about it.
Amber, you have some in your fridge, unless you threw it out during a shortage.
Third question is, do you have rewards planned for hitting your weight loss goals? I don't, because I have tried to do this in the past where it's like, okay, if I lose 20 pounds, I can get a new purse. I end up buying the new purse even before I hit the goal.
And that is your problem. And she's smiling about it. She's proud of herself and she thinks this is so funny. This is her whole problem. The fact that she is addicted to instant gratification. She's not capable of withholding gratification. She's not capable of discipline. If she wants something, she just has to have it right away. If she wants that purse, she'll go get it. If she wants that Kit Kat, she'll shove it in her face. If she wants that sheet cake, she will shove that in her face. Amber isn't able to go without. She constantly needs to feel good. She constantly needs to have a little dopamine hit. She needs to be pleasured at all times. And that is her problem. That is why she will never, ever lose weight and she will never change. And a bariatric surgeon is going to see that about her right away. And again, they're not going to want to deal with that kind of liability.
I know that's not going to happen because I know that if I want something enough, then I'm going to get it regardless.
See? If she wants something enough, she's going to get it regardless. She is never going to have weight loss surgery. Because weight loss surgery means you have to give up all kinds of the things that Amber loves most in life.
Question is, do you think it's fat phobic that people think is either using you or a feeder? I do, because if I was a normal weight, people wouldn't think that is using me. People wouldn't think that she's a feeder.
Amber, if you were a normal weight, of course people wouldn't think Feline is a feeder, unless you started to gain weight very rapidly. Then people would think that she was a feeder. People are not belittling you or making you feel bad by being concerned that Feline might be using you, and I can't believe I just said her stupid name. They are worried, Amber. It's not because they want to make you feel bad about yourself. They're worried that someone is hurting you. They're worried that someone could take advantage of you. That would make me feel good. You know, if somebody worried about me and said, hey, I don't think you're making the right choice here, that would make me feel like somebody cared about me. You have thousands of people in your comments who care about you, and you just think that they're hating on you and want you to feel bad. That's fucking pathetic.
And it just sucks because it's like, it's pretty much proving that based on the number on the scale, you guys are making me feel like I'm not valued as a human, like I don't have worth as a human.
No, Amber, you're the only one. You're the only one that sets your value. The way you present yourself on the internet shows other people what you think of yourself. And that sets your value.
Like I don't deserve love, or that someone can't find me attractive, or even just think that I have a good heart because of the number on the scale.
No, Amber. No. Again, it is about the way that you present yourself on the internet. You present yourself as a liar, as a manipulator, as a person who purposely fails, as a person who purposely makes themselves out to be a victim. That is how you present yourself on the internet, and that is how people treat you.
And that is very, very fat phobic. And it also goes along the lines of like shallow. It's just like very shallow. It's disrespectful. And
it's not shallow or disrespectful to not want to date somebody who is over 500 pounds. If you are a person who has ambitions or life goals, a 500-pound person is not going to be a good partner for you, because you're going to have to take care of them for the rest of their life, and you're going to have to give up your goals and your dreams and your desires, instead of having a partner that is able to achieve those goals and desires with you. You have this person that is sitting in the same spot for hours and hours and hours until they're ready to go to the bathroom, and you have to get up and wipe them. Yeah, it's not shallow to not want to be with somebody like that, Amber. It is shallow of you to expect someone to give up their life to be with you while you are in this state.
doesn't make sense, because there are people out there who do not care about the number on the scale, and they find,
yeah, they don't care about the number on the scale, but they're not looking at a 500-pound person. They're looking at a 250-pound person that is still capable of mobility. They're still capable of going to a movie. They're still capable of walking on a beach. You're not capable of experiencing life, Amber.
beauty in other things about me. Like, I'm just going to use me for an example.
Because you have no other reference points other than yourself. You don't think of anybody other than yourself.
Like, sure, being 500 pounds isn't beautiful. It's not a beautiful thing, but you can still be beautiful at 500 pounds.
No, you can't. You cannot be beautiful at 500 pounds. You can smear makeup on 500 pounds. You can drape it in lovely, lovely fabrics. But all you're doing is masking and covering up delusion, disorder, and a broken mind and a dying body. That's not beautiful. That's fucking terrifying.
I will always forever think that. There are people out there that I have seen at my size who are beautiful, who have great hearts and great personality, and they deserve love. We deserve love just as much as someone who's 150 pounds.
See, okay, here. I have a very unpopular opinion, and that is not everybody deserves to be loved. If you prove yourself unworthy by lying, by manipulating, by purposely harming other people, by playing with others' emotions, you do not deserve love. Period. You don't deserve kindness. You don't deserve friendship. Until you prove yourself to be a decent human being, you don't get even respect from me.
I just think it's so crazy that just because someone is with me that makes them a feeder or they're using me, I have nothing to give. They can't be using me. I have nothing to give.
Amber, you have everything to give a person that has nothing. You have a roof over your head. You have plenty to eat. You have random toys to play with. You have every streaming service. You have plenty to give a person that doesn't have anything of their own.
Insinuating that is using me or a feeder, you're also insinuating that my exes were that way as well. Okay.
Nope, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. All of your exes left you when they realized that you were never going to change, and they did not want to waste the rest of their lives taking care of you. That is why all of your exes left. They were not feeders. This person here living with you, whether you are dating them or not, they have no intention of ever helping you to lose weight. They have no intention of ever helping you achieve a proper functioning life. They are just taking what you give them and letting you dig yourself deeper into the dirt.
So as for this week, we did the whole takeout thing on Sunday, which was my last weigh-in that you guys saw, and that was not triggering.
Nobody saw a weigh-in, Amber. Nobody saw a weigh-in. All you did was quote us a number. That number could be true. That number could be false. We don't know. You've literally never, ever weighed in any video you have ever put on YouTube. You've never actually filmed yourself getting on a scale and having the number come up. Never. You have filmed stills of the scale. You have filmed a recording of a voice quoting a number. You have shown us your written down number, and you have told us numbers, but you have never physically gotten on a scale and shown the number as you were weighing yourself. So whatever you're about to tell us means absolutely nothing
At all. What triggered me, but someone did send me candy bars, and I don't want to blame this person because it's not the person's fault. Because
Some people are speculating that Amber had those sent to herself because Amazon does have an international snack service where you can even pick your own snacks to go in the box. So she could have sent it to herself.
I could have easily gotten rid of the candy bars, but
you didn't. You ate every single one of them.
They massively triggered me, and I had a couple candy bar binges, I'm not gonna lie.
If your girlfriend was not a feeder or an enabler, she would have taken those away from you and hid them from you instead of letting you have them. But she didn't. Here we are, Amber, and I am questioning if your girlfriend actually really cares about you.
that led into a spiral of binging on other things, ordering takeout, and it was like every other day. It was like
So Sunday she had the takeout. Monday she got the candy bars, ate all of the candy bars, and just said, to hell with it, and just started eating all the things.
one day I would do really good, next day I was binging. Literally, it's a candy bar binge because I don't buy candy bars. Obviously,
Sure you don't. Sure you don't. And no, actually, you buy little bags of chocolate-coated fruits and little cookie balls and shit like that. You don't buy candy bars. You buy whole ass bags of candies.
there are times where I would love a candy bar, but it's like, do you really need one? So having
Sure she does.
tons of Cadbury candy bars in my pantry was
Why were you looking over there?
extremely triggering, and I wasn't strong enough to go.
This is all false guilt right here. This is all false guilt. She is so proud of herself for eating all of this, and she does not give a fuck. She had herself a good ass time eating all those candy bars.
Go back and forth, like one day do so good and next day do so bad, was wear and tear on my body. I will tell you that. Like my gallstones, I was feeling ill. I really
Yeah, you should.
truly was. I wasn't having much gallstone pain.
All this stuff she's about to say makes absolutely no sense to me because she contradicts herself a bunch, and it's whatever.
For like a few years, like it was rare. And then ever since I took Ozempic and I was losing weight and I was losing more weight, and it was like I was down like 106 pounds, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if like my gallbladder just like got triggered, and ever since then it's like whenever I binge.
See, that is the real reason that she has boxes of Ozempic in her refrigerator unused during a shortage. It's not because there's a shortage. It is because she doesn't like the way she feels on it, because it makes her sick, and it makes eating sugar and simple carbohydrates really, really hard.
Like really bad, I feel ill, and a lot of the times that doesn't happen. There are several different types of binges. Like the one that I have been having most is like the type where it's like I don't even get ill. I don't,
because she doesn't eat all the way until she's full completely to bursting. She'll eat till she's like 80% full, hang out for a little while, and then go get something else to put in there. That's what she's been doing.
don't get full. I could eat so much, and there's just
And she's bragging about it. She is bragging about it. This woman has absolutely no intention of ever changing. She has no intention of losing weight. She has no intention of getting weight loss surgery. She is wasting everybody's time. She's wasting our emotional energy.
like never ending. How does my stomach expand that big? But I noticed
because you force it to, Amber. Because you've got 30 years of forcing it.
after taking Ozempic and after stopping, I have just been getting like super sick.
That means that you need to stop. When you feel pain, when you feel sick, that's your body's way of saying that there is something terribly wrong. And you need to stop.
From binging, it's like sometimes not even like me being sick like that stops me, because
then that means you need to go into inpatient. If being violently ill doesn't stop you from eating, you need serious in-depth care. You need to check yourself into inpatient. Even if it is just a psych ward, a closed psych ward, check yourself in. You need help. You need 24-hour monitoring. You need someone to take your phone away. You need someone to delete your delivery apps. Because you are not capable of saying no. You don't want to be capable of saying no.
I mean, that's the issue, you know, binge eating disorder. A lot of people have been like, are you sure you're a binge eater, or are you just like addicted to food? And I'm like, can it be both? I don't
You are a binge eater who is addicted to instant gratification.
really know. I know with trying to get weight loss surgery, I know I'm gonna have to see a psychologist, and this is a
She is wasting all of these doctors' time.
whole other subject because I already have one, but I'm not going to be able to see the one that I have anymore, and I will.
You've already addressed this, that the one you had from the weight loss clinic is on maternity leave, and you have this male one that you probably aren't seeing anyway, and was probably a lie to begin with. Whatever, you're not going to make a video about it until you have a seemingly convincing story to tell, if you make a video about it at all.
Explain that in a future video. I do not want to get into that right now because it actually makes me really sad.
Because she doesn't have a good enough lie to tell.
Trying to get weight loss surgery, I am gonna have to see a psychologist who specializes in bariatric patients.
Amber, you are not a bariatric patient. You are an obese person who is seeking to become a bariatric patient. So whatever, get your grammar straight, girl.
And I think they're going to be able to see more like what is really the issue. And I think I'm really going to take advantage of.
Also, a psychologist that specializes in bariatric patients is one that is supposed to assess your mental state, your ability to understand the process you're about to go through. They are there to make sure that you will be able to stick to the diet plan and stick to the life changes, which do greatly involve withholding gratification and self-sacrifice that Amber has 30 years of never being able to achieve. Okay.
Of this whole weight loss surgery path I'm going on, because that is what I feel like is ultimately what is going to change my life. Right now, obviously,
Amber, the only thing that'll change your life is you withholding gratification from yourself. Just say no to yourself every once in a while. Wait to get that purse. Wait to have that candy bar. Wait to go out to eat. Don't get takeaway. Go out to eat.
couldn't go under the knife. With the way that I binge, it's not going to happen because I need to be able to get in the right mind frame before I do that. And I don't know if that's going to take me a couple weeks or a couple months or a year. I don't know.
It's going to take you a hell of a lot longer than a year, honey.
Oh, but we're going to figure that out. So as for my weigh-in, last week I was 514.6. This week I was 515.8.
Doesn't mean anything to me. You could be 600 pounds right now and nobody would know because you have never, ever been honest about your weigh-ins.
I was only up 1.2, and I think it's because I was going back and forth. If I would have had the whole week at a horrendous rate of just binging or like overeating or whatever, I would have been up so much more weight.
And again, it seems like she's bragging here. It seems like, oh, if only I would have done that, I would have been up so much more weight. Like, are you disappointed that you're not up so much more weight? I don't understand this. This is what you sound like. It sounds like you're disappointed that you didn't gain more weight.
So it's like, as much as the yo-yo of it all made me feel like crap, I'm almost grateful it was a yo-yo and not just like a full-fledged binge week, because that would have been very bad. So yeah, I'm up 1.2. I should be down about 5 pounds right now if we're...
She should be down 5 pounds, but she is up 1.2.
We're doing, based on my goal here, I'm only down...
I cut out a stupid noise she was making because I couldn't handle it. But this is her just looking around her head and trying to pull out a random number that sounds okay.
About 5 pounds?
No, Amber, you just said that you were up 1 point something. So you gained back the 5 pounds that you lost. You didn't lose any weight.
So I am still like there where my goal needs to be. So
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm happy about that, but still, like, I could have done so much better. But those candy bars, they really
hit the spot.
Did something. Biggest trigger food, I feel like, is just like straight up candy bars. Like,
Amber, you spent so much time a few videos ago talking about even broccoli triggers you to binge. So why aren't you binging on broccoli? Why aren't you binging on healthy foods? Why aren't you making yourself a great big giant salad with all kinds of wonderful things in it, like beans and chicken and cottage cheese and stuff? Why are you eating garbage? Why are you allowing it in your house? And furthermore, why are you taking candy from strangers? That's fucked up. Didn't you have stranger danger when you were in school?
oh my God.
Look at the licking of the lips. She's remembering that, and oh, it was so good. This is the stuff that leads me to believe that she's been a gainer this entire time. That we're just watching this woman dig herself into the dirt.
They were delicious though. So thank you to the person who sent them to me, but I'm just going to let this be known right now.
Whoever the fuck you are who sent those to her, if it was herself too, whoever the fuck you are, you're a twisted motherfucker. Because you knew that she was going to eat every single one of those. And you knew that she was going to do it in a rapid fire fashion. And you set her up on purpose. So if it was a fan or Amber herself, it still stands. You're a sick, twisted fuck, and you planned it.
Just don't send me food in my P.O. box because it is triggering.
And now every single troll is going to send her cupcakes and Twinkies and Ho-Hos and Whitman samplers and all kinds of things. And she's not going to get rid of them. She's going to eat them in the fucking car on the way home.
And I think if someone does end up sending me food, I'm just going to have to like automatically just get rid of it. So that's not me being like harsh or mean, but I'm just like doing that for my health.
You should have done that in the first place, Amber. You should have done that in the first place. Knowing yourself, knowing that you cannot say no, you should have gotten rid of those in the first place. But again, you can't say no. So of course, you didn't get rid of them. So of course, it's the sender's fault.
For my well-being, because yeah. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that I'm coming on here with sad news.
You're not sorry, Amber. You're not sorry. You could have made a different video. You could have taken us out to the store. You could have taken us out for a walk. You could have filmed Twinkie for an hour. But no, you came on here with this bullshit just to belittle your viewers and chastise your viewers for your own mistakes.
But it's just what I'm experiencing. And I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys, even though I really, actually, truly didn't want to, but I knew it was the right thing to do. But I will see you guys next.
No, you did this for views. You did this for the pity views. You did this for the shock value. That's all you did.
Next video. Bye.
And here we are at the end of our tale. And it seems that the moral of this story is that if you are not capable of self-sacrifice, discipline, and withholding gratification, you will never get further in your life than you are at this point. Amber is not going to have weight loss surgery. There is no surgeon that would touch her in his right mind, not without years and years of extensive therapy. What she really needs is inpatient treatment. And I'm fairly certain that Medicaid and Affordable Care Act insurance does cover inpatient for eating disorders. They don't cover medications and they don't cover surgeries because those things are elective. You don't have to cut yourself up to lose weight and learn how to relive your life. Anyway, on a personal note, one of the greatest teachers in my life has been pain. When I got my gastric bypass, every time I ate sugar or simple carbohydrates, I got violently ill. I still get violently ill, so I cannot have them because I do not like to feel pain. And self-sacrifice. When I decided that I no longer wanted to give into my impulse to get blackout drunk when I was depressed, I started to put my beer money in a jar, and when I had $1,000, that's when I opened my shop. And we just celebrated 2 years in the shop, and that's why I moved into the bigger stall, because, you know, I've made it 2 years, I may as well expand a little bit. And that was all done with self-sacrifice. If I didn't sacrifice, you know, wanting really nice retail clothing for myself, or, you know, wanting to get shit-faced drunk or really fucking high every day, then I would not be able to have my awesome little stall and the kick-ass ego boost that I get from my customers when their heads explode at all the cool things I have. Anyway, I have no faith in Amber. I honestly believe that she has been manipulating our emotions the entire time and has just been intended to gain the entire time. And I really, really do hope that she proves me wrong. That's the only thing that she can do. She can prove me wrong by losing weight, by learning how to discipline herself, by learning how to tell herself no. She can prove me wrong and lose weight and be a better person. And then I'll be the shitty asshole for saying that she is a gainer and a manipulative grifter. Whatever.